Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Bob here, and welcome to this is going to be like a channel a channel news and stuff kind of video today, with a bit of EverQuest sort of going on in the background. Now, I've first of all, I should say thank you again to everyone who just says hello and stuff, and how you getting on, hope you're well, that kind of thing. I get loads of that kind of stuff every day, particularly from sort of certain people who I kind of chat to, and because it's amazing really how you you get to know people who you probably never ever meet, and you kind of learn about their lives and they learn about your life and that kind of thing. It's a strange thing, the internet. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of social media, I have to say, or certainly not what it appears to be being used for. And like my kids will say to me, "Oh, it's because different generation and stuff." But I kind of consider my generation as the computer and internet generation. I mean, when I started on computers back in the late 70s, which is a long time ago, probably before a lot of you were born, or some of you anyway. I say a lot of you. Yes, and I was playing games on the internet when I was having to pay BT by the minute. So certainly I consider my sort of generation as the computer and internet generation, but I think it's just. I think we're kind of a bit more narcissistic now than we used to be, and we seem to think that everyone wants to know what we're doing. I mean, I've started a couple of different Facebook pages. I've kind of closed one and restarted it because the people that I was kind of friends with were just putting up all sorts of stuff that I wasn't really interested in, really, and some stuff I didn't agree with. So I closed one account and started another one. But I think it's brilliant for certain things. I think it's brilliant for those things that it should have been used for, or what it may be envisioned that people were going to use it for, rather than telling people what you had for dinner, and then that you're in Tesco's, buying bread. There's probably other things that it may have been used for, or the creators thought it might be used for. But there is a thing about people kind of thinking that everyone wants to know what they're doing, and I guess to a certain extent the people that they're friends with maybe must feel that way because they're all doing the same thing, I suppose. But I'm kind of going to use Facebook hopefully for one of those things that it was intended for, and that leads up to me saying that I've got a Facebook page. It's is it facebook.com? It must be facebook.com, yeah. Facebook.com/Superbits and Bob. There's nothing on there yet. I'm going to be putting stuff on there pretty soon. So go over there and keep in touch with what I'm doing. If you're that way inclined, I think I'm going to be using it just to hopefully on a daily basis, just putting up sort of screenshots and little comments on what I'm doing. In games, which kind of brings us on to the what the video is really about. But as I said before that, it's just thanks for everyone who's sends me messages and offers me groups and all that kind of thing. You put up with a lot, I know, in game, and even on channel. I know some of you get frustrated sometimes, or you used to get frustrated about the way I play, but it's that's just life, I guess. It's probably not the best attitude to have when you're about to try and sort of oh god damn it, go into business doing some gamey stuff if you're able to. But there you go. As I said, that's life. But so this video is about channel news, and pretty soon I'm expecting to hear about my job, or my lack of job. I've got to go to a meeting at work and they decide what the best thing to do is for them, I guess, primarily, and the best thing for them will probably be terminate my contract. So, and that's fine. We've come to accept that. There isn't really sort of much I can. Sorry, my cat's harassing me again. There isn't really much I can do about that at the moment from a physical point of view. I'm just quite limited, and I have to take kind of lots of rests and breaks through the day. So that means that practically getting ready, going to work and doing work is not, I probably have to get there and have a rest I don't have to ask them to get a bed in so I can have a lay down and whatnot. Yeah. So what I mean, this is kind of like pie in the sky. I've got absolutely no. I'm not going into it in a negative way, but I've got absolutely no reason to believe that this will ever work because so many people do it. So many people want to do it, and that's kind of making a living out of YouTube and Twitch and that kind of thing. I don't want to be rich. I just want to kind of it's one of those options for me to try and bring in some money to help support family and that kind of thing. And as I said, it's very much kind of like a, what would you call it? As I said, it's very much a pie in the sky type thing. It's a thing that a lot of people kind of want to do, but very few people can. Because it's just, I think you're kind of, for someone starting off now, I think you're kind of governed a bit by how things are now. There are a lot of people out there doing it. There are a lot of people that already have contacts with game companies and that kind of thing. They get early access to do videos and stuff, and that's where a lot of the sort of the views come from. So yeah, I think it's difficult to get into it, but I think if you've got the right sort of personality, people like listening to you, and you can kind of, I was listening back to some of my earlier videos, and I mean my most recent ones have not been particularly brilliant, but that's more down to a health thing than anything else. But listen to some of my earlier videos, just terrible. I mean, wow, that hurt. Stumbling over words and all that kind of thing. It's just, it's just not, it's not much fun. But I'm going to give it a go because people have told me that they quite enjoy listening to me, and so why not? And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Going into it with an open mind. But as I said, it's one of those avenues that I kind of need to do something, and this is one of the things that I could be doing. So what does that mean? Well, it means that when I know a bit more, when a bit closer to the time, I think the channel will become, I hate the word, but it's going to become monetized. It's such a trendy word sort of thing that people use, and I don't like it, but that's what YouTube call it. So my content will become monetized. What that means for you guys, I don't know. I mean, I'd be interested in hearing what you think. It's if like me, I watch channels, all sorts of channels. I watch channels with ads and without ads. I don't use ad blocker because my personal opinion is that if I'm watching someone's video, they've taken the time to create it, so they should probably get something from it. But it's tricky because it's like when I watch Level 1 Undercons videos, for example, I'll kind of set these videos to play and they just run through and I'm listening to them. There aren't any ads, so it's nice and easy and it's convenient. With ads in the way, I would probably still watch them. I would definitely still watch them. I wouldn't use ad blocker. So that's how I feel about it with regards to people creating content, what they've done and what I feel that I should be kind of doing for them. But it's not as cut and dried as that. I mean, my channel up until now has always been a sort of just doing it for fun type thing, and I think that's not going to change. I think you still need to do it for fun. I think if you're trying to do this as a business and you're not having fun, people know that you're not having fun, I think, playing games, and I think that just causes issues. So I think you definitely need to be having fun in what you're doing. That's the key thing. So with regards to that, the channel won't change. The content will still be in a similar vein and atmosphere and kind of feeling that I've always done it. But it just means that for YouTube anyway, there will be ads, and that's kind of that's kind of how YouTube works if you want to do that kind of thing. So that will, as I said, when I kind of know a bit more about what's going on with job and stuff, that will be something that will be happening. Feel free to make any comments on that, even if they're negative. I'm quite happy to hear the negative as well. I know what the negative is. Obviously it's the fact that up until now I've been doing videos and there's been no ads, and suddenly there's going to be ads. So that's a pain in the ass. But as I said, this is kind of being I'm in a different position now. So I kind of when things change, you view things differently, and YouTube was never a thing for me where I wanted to make money from it, but because I felt that it would take away from the spontaneity of kind of what I was doing, you know, and yeah, but it's but as I said, situations change, my circumstances have changed, and that means that my well, just what I need to do has changed. So I wouldn't say my feelings have changed, but what I need to do has changed. So I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. I'm also going to be getting into the Twitch thing. So, you know, I've got a Twitch channel that hasn't had anything on it yet, but I'm going to be experimenting with that soon, and you'll see me on Twitch. Now, I mean, this does mean that it won't, up until now, it also, you know, the key thing, I suppose, for a lot of you watching is that it's been mostly EvenCon. God damn. Let's see if I can nuke down this EvenCon quickish. Can't see my target. It's right there. Yeah, so from a content point of view, things will, I guess change is the word, or not change. You know, EverQuest won't change. I'll still be doing that. But some things will change. I'll be covering other games that I'm playing, that I enjoy playing. It will still be based around, I think, the theme of what the channel's always been, and that's been kind of role-playing. Oh God, resisted. I might be running from this one. Yeah, sort of role-playing games, massively multiplayer games. That's just based around a theme that I've always kind of stuck to. I also used to play quite a lot of indie games, and a lot of indie games have been my favourite. So I'm going to kind of have maybe a new feature on the channel that looks at different indie games, that kind of thing. Give my opinions on games. Oh my God, giving opinions. That's a pretty scary thing. But I'll be giving it a go, you know, and we'll see how we get on. Now, Root's just broken, and he's just hitting me for big stuff there. No, that was a bad idea. Okay, so I missed 4 in a row. I think they're going to be running here. Yeah, let's not waste any more health. Let's just run. Yeah, so I'm going to be covering different games. Probably not. I mean, you know, it's. I guess unless it's a game that fits in with a theme, I probably won't cover any AAA games, unless it fits in with the theme. Really, I'm not a huge fan of AAA games. I'm currently playing through Dragon Age Inquisition, and that fits in with the theme of the channel, and I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I do find myself more enjoying indie games. You know, sort of things like Darkest Dungeon. There's a new game come out called Convoy, which kind of falls into the FTL kind of bracket, and that looks really good. I loved FTL. Atom Zombie Special was one of my favourite games of a couple of years ago. So yeah, I'll cover some of that stuff as well. But I will do AAA games, assuming that they fit in with, you know, with the channel sort of theme. So that's it, really, guys. Yeah, I'm probably going to hear about my job over the next few weeks. If things don't go according to plan, then I'll probably be looking at sort of making some changes and doing some stuff on YouTube and Twitch and maybe other ways. I've actually started is it Patreon. I've actually started a Patreon page because a few people have said to me, you know, it's quite surprising really, but a few people have contacted me and said, like, how can I donate, because I listen to your stuff, I enjoy it, and I'd like to sort of contribute something. So I've got one of those pages as well, and we'll all see how it goes. I guess the key thing is that, do people like the content that I'm doing? And from an EverQuest point of view, there'll still be a lot of EverQuest content, but it'll kind of because there's kind of now a bit of an expectation on my part. I will now be thinking about content more and what I want to be doing. Let's just give myself let's go and have a look at the ice giants, see if anyone's killing the ice giants. Yeah, I'm thinking more about what I'm doing. You know, I'm doing, and I want to be doing content that's different. I don't want to keep repeating myself. Hello, holy smoke! Look at that big bad boy. I love the ice giants. I love the beards. That's cool. It doesn't seem as though there's anyone killing them, which is unusual. There's normally always pretty much always a shaman here killing them, but not this time. Yeah, so from an EverQuest point of view, I mean, I want to. I kind of feel that I want to be, if I'm going to start sort of, you know, monetizing the channel, I'm trying to cast Inner Fire on the Frost Giant. He really doesn't need that. Yeah, if I'm going to be doing that, then I think I need to be thinking about the content and doing new content and doing different things. So yeah, I think it will kind of be good for the EverQuest content as well, because I'll feel that I need to be doing other stuff to show you guys, and yeah, I think it'll be pretty cool. Anyway, that's my plan. going forward. So I'll be covering other games, doing other things, but I'll still be keeping in spirit with what the channel's all about. But I'll be more than interested in your comments. Let me know what you think, even negative ones, because these. I always kind of feel that. None of us owe anything, owe each other anything at all, But I produce the content and you enjoy watching it. And so I can't, even if you unsubscribe, I hope you kind of understand the reasons behind sort of doing it. So that's it, guys. Yeah. So facebook.com/superbitsandbob. Over the course of the next couple of weeks, you'll probably see monetization going on the channel, because I don't think that I'll be going back to work for what I was doing previously. I'm not sure what that means really. I guess it just means that there's an advert at the beginning of at the beginning of the video. That's kind of how it normally seems to work anyway. Revenue is pretty low. That's why I said it's kind of like, I don't know what revenue is actually, but I imagine it's pretty low. That's why I said a bit pie in the sky, because you hear sort of about how many sort of views you need to get to make even a small amount of money, and I don't get those kind of views. So as I said, I'm not expecting a lot, but but I'm giving it a go. And also kind of want to try and smarten up the channel. I kind of want to get some intros and stuff, because they're always quite fun. I'm no good at sort of Sony Vegas and that kind of thing, but I feel that maybe I should again make the effort to make things a bit more fun. Yeah. So anyway, guys, that's it. I'm going to go back into Permafrost and kill some more ice goblins, because that's what barbarians